Good afternoon, tutor and mates. My name is Maria Eugenia Navarro and I belong to group number 2. This is Spoken Task Moment 3, talking about cultural differences. I would like to talk about my city. I grew up in the city of Cali, and I can say that something cultural from Cali is the way in which we spend the weekend, especially on Sundays, when it's very common to go to Pance River and share with family or friends, making a sancocho or swimming in the river or just doing some exercises and spending the day. That is very, very, very frequent to do that. Another activity uh, that represent people from Cali is salsa music. There is a very unique style of dance music, especially salsa. And here in Cali, we had more than 100 of dancing schools and a lot of music collectors. Music and especially salsa is connected to our traditions. Okay, if we had to talk about a cultural aspect of any city or country, we had to talk about food. And in Cali, we have a very traditional food. Um, we have many traditional restaurants when we can enjoy food like tamales or chuleta or sobrebarriga con guiso. Also, we have a lot of beverage with lulu, like lulada or champús or salpicón, that is very traditional here also. Another activity that is very common here is to travel to towns near from Cali to enjoy their local gastronomy. For example, it's very common to go to Huacari and enjoy a special dish from that town that is called fiambre. And it is a combination of cooked meat like pork meat, chicken, and sausages with rice, potato, and plantain and guiso, all wrapped in a banana leaf and then steamed. This is very delicious. Also, we travel to Kilómetro 18, which is a place, a cold place, to enjoy hot drinks like chocolate or agua panela, especially with cheese. And another famous food is arepa de choclo, that we used to eat a lot in Cali. Okay, now I would like to talk about similarities and differences. In spite of the fact that there are many differences between my main cities like Chaparral, Bogota, and my city Cali, we share one characteristic, and that is our kindness and affability. We are also very traditional in our families. We also celebrate our parties or events almost in the same way. For example, our weddings or our happy birthdays or our baptisms are celebrated almost in the same way because we share we are a very religious country. Our food is also cooked in almost the same way since we share our roots from indigenous and African people. Talking about differences, the weather is a preponderant factor in the way we construct our identity. For example, in Bogota, people used to be more quiet. They share with friends or family inside their house or indoor places eh, because of the cold weather. In contrast with people from Cali who used to make parties most of the time outside of their houses, since our weather led us to do it. Okay, as a final conclusion, I can say that to avoid cultural shock, We must be aware of all the cultural differences that exist from one place to another. And a special characteristic is be open-minded person and learn as much as we can about the place where we are going to travel will help us a lot to deal with this issue, with this cultural issue. Okay, thank you so much. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I design some materials and activities to use in my lesson plan in an English as a foreign language classroom for students who are between 12 and 13 years old. The topic I will talk is the fruits. So I'm going to start with a warming activity. Then I will check their previous knowledge about the topic, in this case the fruits. Third, I will teach them an easy fruit song. Then I will introduce the topic with a video. Later, I'm going to practice the topic with a game. Also, we are doing an activity that connects geography with the fruits, the topic of fruits. Later, we are going to taste different kind of fruits. And as a final activity, we are going to prepare a fruit salad that is a group activity. Okay, so I'm going to describe each of these each of these activities, sorry. I'm going to start with a warming activity with an easy pattern that is clap hands, clap, clap, stomp your feet, then up and down. So they are going to, and I am going to make them faster and faster and faster. So that is an easy activity to warming up. Second, I'm going to check their previous knowledge. So I will show them, I prepared a package of flashcards with fruit flashcards. So I'm going to show them watermelon, papaya, banana, blueberry, melon, pineapple, mango, and kiwi. And I will also ask students if they know more fruits, and I will write the names on the board. Okay, then I'm going to teach them a fruit song, an easy fruit song. For example, I like to eat apples and bananas. So with that tone, I'm going to sing with different changing the names on the fruits. For example, I say I want to eat apples and bananas, and I'm going to change. I like to eat blueberries and bananas. I like to eat mangoes and bananas, and I continue with all the fruits, so they can memorize the lyrics and the tone, because you know every language has their own rhyme. So I really want to create that connection with the rhyme of the language. Okay, then I'm going to introduce the topic. I will do it with a PowerPoint that I prepared with pictures that I took from the supermarket, and its slide has the fruit and the name right on it, so the students can associate, because where the light is passing, I'm going to say the name. Okay, this is the mango, so they are listening the name in English, they are looking the picture with the mango and the word. So it's a very complete activity with they can make an association between what are they looking, the picture, reading, and listening. So that's a very interesting activity. Then we are going to practice with a game. For this activity, I'm going to prepare a worksheet. This worksheet has two columns. The title of the worksheet is what fruit is this? And it has two columns. The left column is the back, it's the name back, and it has six numbers. And the right column has fruit, and he has 6 lines. So I'm going to pass, they are going to sit in the circle. So I'm going to pass each bag to each student. So they had to feel what is inside of each bag, and they had to guess, but just through touching, and they had to write in front of the number 1 what is inside of bag number 1. At the end of the activity, I want to make the feedback. So I want to review. I'm going to check all the bags. So I'm going to say, for example, in number one, what fruit is this? So they had to say, oh, it's mango. So do you have in number one mango? I'm going to check it. All of the students had the same fruit. So that is a very, very, very excellent activity according to my point of view. Okay, then I'm going to connect the topic with geography. So I prepare another worksheet. It has two columns. In the left column it has the fruits that I am working in this lesson, and in the second column there are the countries where that fruit grows. So I'm going to ask, for example, Carlitos, tell me where the strawberries grow. So they had to check in the worksheet, and they say, oh, in United States, in Argentina and Chile. Okay, go to the map. I already have a map in the board, and point that countries where the strawberry grows. So they are listening continually the same words, so they are going to make a meaningful learning of the topic. Then I prepare another activity that is testing new fruits. So this is another way to explore the topic with all our senses. So in this topic I prepare another worksheet with 5 columns, and in the first column I had the names of the fruits again. Then another column with the word sour, with an image of a lemon, and a sweet word with the picture of I don't know, a banana fruit, and then I like it or I don't like it. So I teach them two new words related to the topic of the fruit, that is sweet and sour. Um, for that kind of reason, I use the pictures to associate the word with the pictures. Okay, so they had to taste, for example, lemon, and they had to say if the lemon is sweet or sour, and then if they like lemon or they don't like it. So that is the activity that I prepared for that point. And as a final activity, I want to prepare a fruit salad. I like this activity because it's a group activity, and they can develop many skills at the same time, because they are going again they are going to see the fruits in a real contest. They had to peel it, they had to feel the fruits, they had to see the colors. They can cut it in pieces or in chunks, and then they I going to say to one student to put the melon or the blueberry, and they had to choose the fruit that I tell him to take, and then we are going to mix, and everybody's going to enjoy the fruit salad. I think this as a final activity is perfect to me. Okay, see, in conclusion, I can say that since it's not easy to find appropriate materials according to our students' needs, it is necessary to create materials that can enrich the topics we are teaching to our students, like flashcards, videos, worksheets, songs, in order to enrich our lesson plans. Another important thing is that any teacher to develop activities for all kind of learning activities, of all kind of learning styles, so everybody will be able to engage in their favorite way of learning. Okay, so that's it. This is my lesson plan. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Today I am going to talk about how media influences people's minds. Media are the most influential social mechanism, and that means that the possibilities of affecting people's mind and sensibilities is huge. A special example of power of media is showed from the beginning of media broadcasting during the Nazism as a powerful tool to control people. The power of propaganda has been expanded to many messages and formats. It will recognize that media is so powerful and effective, modeling people's likes and dislikes, tendencies and reactions. So we should be really critical in relation to every type of messages we receive through media. In order to become aware of the strong influences of media in our minds, we should develop a critical position toward that kind of messages and be capable of identify all the techniques and strategies that media uses to convince us about many things, and also understand how works our own psychology and the way we react and feel attracted to that kind of messages. Ads in print, on the air, and on the internet tell us what products and services are good. After seeing thousands of those kind of persuasive messages, we make buying decisions based on what we saw in newspaper and magazine ads, in television and radio, as well as websites ads. The main mechanism media uses to reach their goals are statistics, first, and one of the most important is stimulation of desire. An example of how media influences the culture is smoking. Smoking was once widely accepted in American culture, even praised and glamorized in movies and television. But over the past 30 years, mass media campaigns have been used to inform the public of the dangers of smoking and motivate existing smokers to quit. Today, millions of people have quit smoking, and attitudes towards tobacco and cigarettes have changed so dramatically. It is now illegal to smoke in many public places. We are now in the midst of the information revolution. Due to continuing developments in media technology, we are flooded by a huge volume of non-stop information. Most of this information comes to us without a filter or a censor. The information can be positive to us or negative. It is important for all, and particularly for teenagers, to be able to look critically at the information and the sources and make positive choices. Having a critical attitude means that we can distinguish between positive and negative information and make choices that will benefit us and our society.